Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. And yeah, it has been a while. It has been almost, I think, a year or so since I last posted anything. So I went for my data, I get article approval. I went for my data collection and I collected my data. I have analyzed it and I am now writing it up. So it has been a whole year of busyness. So at the moment I'm writing. I will explain what is on the board later on. But the reason why I wanted to make this video because I'm thinking of coming back and be a bit more proactive in the channel and explaining more about my research, especially now that I am close to the dissemination of the findings. Yeah, if that makes sense. So by dissemination I mean sharing my findings with the world, either by publication on this YouTube and like conference, poster, seminars, among other methods of sharing research findings. So today I'm proofreading my draft, the thesis of my draft. It's not completely complete per se, but it's almost there. So I have almost finished the draft. I have written my abstract, I have written my introduction bit and my reflexivity, and the next chapter is copy review, then my methodology, which I think I have explained a little bit in one of the videos I have posted before I go MIA. So I did a pilot study and then I discussed the findings. Okay, I haven't added the discussion here, it's just the findings. So when I finish proofreading the finding, then I will bring my discussion into this folder or into this file. I'm doing it one by one so that the moment I have finished proofreading all of this at the moment. So everything you see on this document is proofread except anything from here down. It hasn't been proofread yet. And I'm not a professional proofreader, but I try to proofread my own work to the best of my ability, moving on to what is on the board. So as you can see, I say proofreading as the heading. So I have proofread this, and still here at the moment. So before I start talking about my research, I'm going to get a cup of coffee or tea, and then when I settle in I will tell you. Well, to be honest, I have settled in about 2 hours ago, but to be honest, it just hit me that I need to start recording and continue with my blogging. So that's why I say, okay, I just pick up the camera and the tripod and say, let me start doing this. So I'm going to get my coffee and I will explain everything. So this is my coffee. Actually not a coffee. I wanted to get coffee, but I'm a bit too tired to take coffee because if I take coffee now, I will be more productive, which is good, but to be honest, I don't want to be productive today. So yeah, I got a tea. This is what did they call it? In my language, we call it zobo. So it's like red tea, kind of ish. It has, I think, berries yeah, strawberry tea. And so let me explain my research for my new subscribers and those who haven't watched the previous video. So I'm doing my research on people with physical disability like myself. So I have a physical disability and I use crutches to move around, and the motivation for me to look at people with physical disability has to do with my experience in terms of disability in Nigeria and how people with physical disability or people with disability in general are struggling. My life is, alhamdulillah, it is good. I didn't struggle much, but I figured it will be when I finished my BSc. I did my literature review on physical disability in Africa, and I discovered that there is a lot of issues people with physical disabilities are facing, also people with disability, but my particular interest is people with physical disability like myself. So I decided to go for my PhD and look at disability, and particularly in terms of their lived experiences. When I say their lived experiences, I mean their daily lives, how they are carrying out their daily activities, how they are moving around in their community, if they are working, or how they are managing to sustain themselves in regard to maybe daily living, food, clothing, among other things, paying medical bills and basic necessity, if that makes sense. So I did a storytelling approach whereby I sat with the participants and asked them to tell me their stories in regard to their physical disability and how they acquired their disability and how they are living with their disability. For instance, their lives during their secondary school or university or whatever level of education they have. Then they also tell me their stories in regard to their personal life, like relationship, dating, among other things like that. And some of them they have families, so they tell me about their families, how they are taking care of their families, and some of the challenges they have faced. The next thing, I'm going to be referring to my already existing finding. So then community and personal life, something that a lot of people have discussed, like their personal relationship with people in their community. So in this aspect, people tell me like how they are navigating through the environment, even with the inaccessibility they are facing. I'm thinking of sharing putting a picture here to show some of the environment, but I don't want to share too much of my research, to be honest, at the moment. I want to make sure everything is intact before I can start sharing my findings on it. So some of them have told me how they are managing to take care of themselves when they are sick. Some they go to the hospital, some go to the pharmacy, and basically people in Nigeria or where I come from, we mostly go to the pharmacy first. If the pharmacy cannot do anything, then we go to the hospital. And a lot of people have talked about that and why they prepare going to private hospitals or going to the government hospital and all the kind of services they are getting as people with disability, and the majority of the services is more or less challenging for them than those who access private healthcare service. And the next thing is they tell me their stories on how they join the disability center. So I picked my person from a disability center in Kano State, and because of that, everybody that I selected to tell me their stories are part of the disability center. So they tell me how they join the disability center, the kind of support the disability center is providing, and how they are doing their work in the disability center, both the men and the women. The next is the support the government is providing to them. And to be honest, so far it's not much, if I'm being honest, but some of them they have highlighted previous support that was provided to them by the Nigerian government and by the state government. But the key finding here is people with disability are really struggling in regard to their daily living and how they are carrying out their day-to-day activities compared to those without disabilities. And I hope at the end of the day, when I finish my PhD, I may be able to help and use that the data I got to think of a way to support this kind of people, to support my people per se. So yeah, basically that's the whole research. And let me go and pray and I will continue talking. I'm eating while watching my videos. I'm using also photography and videography, so these are some of the videos. One of the videos I edited, and I have a couple of them here. So I'm going to eat and preview my videos to see if I need to make any changes or any amendment. And yeah, I was training here when I started blowing. I think it was here. So I have done up to here. I will start here tomorrow. So I only have government role in the lives of people with physical disability and chapter summary, and I will be done with the findings. And to be honest, I have seen a lot of errors with my writing and I have to make some changes. And to update you on the board what I have done with the board, if I tilt the camera this way, you can see that I have done my appendix. I have completed this one. So now I only have my findings, my discussion, conclusion. I also have my reference list. So technically I'm almost done with this, but I need to go through the reference list to make sure that everything is there. But I only have this, and I will be done with the draft of the thesis. And yeah, it was a wonderful achievement for today. So that's what I have done today, and till tomorrow I will finish. Hopefully, inshallah, tomorrow I will finish the findings, and by God's grace I will start the discussion on either Sunday or Monday, so that by next week I have my complete draft. So I need to submit my complete draft to my supervisors by the 13th, which is Tuesday, upper week. So I have one more week, but I want to finish it before then. Yeah, so I can't promise I will keep uploading all the time because I have gone a year without uploading, but I have a lot of footage that I want to share with you guys, like going to Nigeria and some of the things I have done in Nigeria and my journey there. So I will edit that video and upload it at some point. And yeah, now I'm getting a bit good with the editing because I'm using Final Cut Pro now. So yeah, and for the meantime I'll be going home and see you next time. Bye.